Good morning.
Good morning from the mountains. How are you?
You're definitely on country time now, not city time anymore.
I know. I am so relaxed. It's ridiculous. Like I feel silly. And I don't know if it's just because like I'm not working full time yet, so I'm not like rushing to get places. School's out, so we don't have to like rush to be at school on time. Um, but yeah, it's totally weird. Also, my house has a lot of trees around it, and I think like literally less sun reaches my windows, and maybe that makes me feel like that like quiet, sleepy, wintry thing, even though it's summer. I don't know. I'm definitely adjusting. Totally weird.
I think all those trees are also impacting your internet speed.
Oh, hopefully it's not too bad. It looks like I have all the full bars, and God knows we pay the bill. So we'll
I'm like,
try.
or maybe it's my end, but you keep freezing on me.
So far it's been pretty good. But anyway, what's going on in South Florida? How's it looking down there?
It's just hot, just like always. But South Florida definitely misses Graciela. It's not the same without you down here.
I definitely miss my people. Although I was telling Allison the other day, my friend Allison, she goes to the beach like 3 days a week. She's just loves it, whatnot. I am so done with the beach. Like if I touch sand, the grains of sand literally stay with me. I've been here a month and change. I just put on a pair of shoes the other day, still found grains of sand, I swear to God. And so since we've been here, we've been to this place called Fires Creek, and it's literally a creek, and it's like mountainous, and you can go hiking, and we've been doing all this kind of stuff. Not one bit of dirt has come back with me. Not one. All the dirt, all the leaves, all the trees, all the bugs, they all stayed there in their house. I came back to my house. Everything was clean. Like, I'm like, the beach needs to learn from the mountain. This is how you do it. You stay where you are.
Although I will say my mountain trip, so it's probably at least 10 years ago now, probably even more. I went and climbed Pico Duarte in the Dominican Republic. It is the highest elevation in the Caribbean.
Wow.
And yeah, it rained while we were there, and the dirt there was like this orange colored clay. So it was really cold there in the night at the elevation. So I had like long underwear, and it still has like orange clay stains on it that will never come out.
Yeah, I get that. Same thing happened to me when I was out in like Utah, Colorado. I did that outward bound trip, and I've always had long hair, so we were 7 days out whitewater rafting, camping, hiking, the whole thing. And I put my hair up in a bun, and I did not take it out for 7 days. I just wrapped like a bandana around it and sealed it. And I was like, that's it. Cause my hair's so long. Right. So anyway, when I got back to the hotel, the amount of red dirt that we put down those drains, like I apologize to the state of Colorado because I guarantee that I wasn't the only one. Their pipes have got to be just nothing but clay. Because it's red rocks, and it's dusty and it's everywhere. So yeah. Anyway, it's all good. All good. A little earth never hurt anybody.
So our topic for this morning is, what is your favorite way to connect with your inner goddess? And so I'm curious, what's your favorite way, Graciela?
The word goddess has gotten so so overused, like, hey goddess, hey girl, that sort of a thing. So at first blush, sometimes you hear, your goddess, and it's like, you think of like, oh, a soft, beautiful dress in the breeze and whatnot. And for me, it's not that. Like, that doesn't make me, like, yes, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love flowy things, whatever. But my easiest way to like drop in is to create those rituals for myself, you know, so like having a certain playlist or certain incense, you know. I'll tell you a funny story. I, back in my 20s, I started along the Buddhist path, and that's when I learned about like meditating and things like that. And I had this particular incense that I used. And then life got hectic and crazy and whatever. And so fast forward, you know, I think like last year or 2 years ago, our friend Rebecca gave me this incense. And the moment I lit it, when I tell you like that, I started crying. And I was immediately taken back to that moment in my 20s. You know, they say, what is it? Your olfactory nerve goes straight to your brain. Was that it? Right.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I mean, the memory, like just everything like that, talk about tapping into goddess, that to me was an open door. And I couldn't believe it. I texted Rebecca and I was like, oh my God, I think I just saw my higher self right now, like in this moment. So definitely sense, you know, sounds, like to me, it's a sensory thing, you know, like if I can surround myself with those things, then I remember who I am.
So,
What about
and
you?
well, to your point that you were talking about, you know, the term goddess and it being overused, and like for me, when I say tuning into my inner goddess or anyone's goddessness, it's really about the divinity within you. You know, we're made in the image of God. We are all, you know, we are all God. We are a piece of God, and so it's you know, it's remembering that we are that. You know, we think that we are these 3D humans, and that's just temporary. That's not who we are. And so yeah, for me, it's about remembering that I am divinity, and because of that, I am capable of anything I desire. And so I know we had posted this on Facebook yesterday. So you know, I would say when I forget who I am, I look at that amazing picture that you took of me. I feel like that was like forever ago.
Right? But you look exactly
But
the
that
same.
picture
So
just like, it's like reminds me who I am, to stay on track, what I came here to do. And yeah, the goddess side of me is not like, yes, I love to wear my dresses and I love to be all goddessy, but the goddess Julieta is a badass that's here to help the world remember that we are all gods and goddesses here. And um you know, this when we can all remember that, this world will be a much more beautiful place to live in.
absolutely. You know, I think the big thing is like having that visual reminder or some sort of reminder, right? That kind of jumps into your face. You know, when ever I do photo shoots, I always encourage people to print something that goes on the wall. So yes, I love albums and I think digitals are good. But really having something on the wall that kind of hits you in the face every day, that to me is an excellent reminder. So when you're out there capturing those little moments on your cell phone or whatever, like take the effort and just print it really quick. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just tape it to your wall if you have to. But to me, when you are having those days where you're like, man, I'm not feeling it today. I don't feel good. You know, I'm not at my best. And then you walk past that picture and you're like, oh, I remember, I'm a badass. I can do this, you know, I had forgotten. Okay, universe, thank you, you know, and then you go about your day, you know. So I don't know. I think having a visual is really important too.
It absolutely, it saved me many days where I was like, what am I doing? And then it's like, oh yeah, that badass, that's me, I got this.
I love that. That was such a fun picture to put together too. Yeah, did you post it in the comments for people to
I did
see?
post it in the comments in the Facebook group. So if you want to check it out, head over to the Circle of Goddesses, and it's the post from yesterday. In the comments, you'll see that amazing picture, and I do have it hanging at my office because that's where I need to goddess all the time, all day long. And that picture gets so many compliments, and
That's awesome. We
yeah,
have to print it big. We have to print it like 60 inches or something, like something really, really big. Vanessa Seltzer, good morning.
Vanessa is in the house. Good morning. Good morning.
You know what? Seeing Vanessa reminds me, I want to talk about the retreat real quick coming up in
Yeah.
September, because I am coming back to South Florida. Yay me. And I
Yes, it'll
can't
be a
wait to see
beautiful
everybody.
opportunity for everyone to reconnect with you, Graciela. And also, it's very much in line with our topic this morning of activating the goddess within is the name of our retreat. This is the third one that we'll be doing. Obviously,
I
it's
am
a third one because people love the first one, people love the second one. So we got to keep this going. And, while we're here talking about, connecting with your inner goddess, if you're struggling to connect with your inner goddess, this 3-day retreat is the perfect way to support you in reconnecting and remembering that you are there. And Vanessa says she'll be 3 for 3. Like, that's how
yes.
good they are.
And again, like, I just want to drive home the point, none of us go around making a to-do list that says reconnect with my inner goddess, right? Like, we don't
But
think
we
that way.
should.
We should. We absolutely should. As a matter of fact, we need to adjust that list immediately. I'm going to do that now. But your to-do list is this big list of things you want to accomplish, right? But the whole point is that until you can remember who you are, those things on the list are going to feel like challenges and struggles and insurmountable, obstacles. And the truth is that all of that's a lie. All of that is just fear. It's just a matter of remembering who you are, getting the tools that you need from your friends, from your people, right? And then implementing. And so that's what I love about our retreat. It's not just kumbaya, feel good. Like, yes, it is. There's lots of beautiful, fun sisterhood sort of things that are in it. But it's also practical tools of like, okay, how do I get my shit together? How do I get out of my own head? How do I tackle this to-do list with joy and feel pleasure while creating these things, right? Because your to-do list is you manifesting, it physically is. So let's dive into that. So when you hear activate the goddess within, don't think it's just like frou type of a thing. It's also like, let's go. What do you need? Let's get your shit together.
I also say too, like, we've been programmed to believe that to have more, to have a better life, I have to do more. I have to put out more to get that. And I think over the years, you and I have learned that there are way more efficient ways of getting what we want in life. And so learning how to access more by being your true self rather than working harder and doing more, because that just leaves you tired, not feeling
Yeah.
very goddessy at all.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, the universe has muscle memory. My higher self remembers because, and I think I mentioned this to you the other day, my biggest thing has always been, okay, how do I manifest abundance? How do I create the life that I've wanted? And a lot of that takes money, and money is energy and abundance and flow. And so I need more. And so, I dove into my project 369 and I was able to honestly create this life that I have right now. And the other day I was like, oh man, it's been a while since I've done my practice, just because we've been unpacking boxes and trying to get all settled in here. All I did was pick up the books. I didn't even write in them. I just reopened them. I looked back through all the things I had written. And I promise you that within 24 hours, I literally had more money in my bank account. Like, without me calling anybody, without me begging for anything, without me freaking out, without me running another ad. Like, I just remembered my flow. And so gosh, I want to share that, because it's so much easier than we think it is. Really.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, I can't wait to talk about this more at our retreat. If that's something that interests you, please reach out to us. Like, yes, our website has a ton of information on it. You can probably answer all your questions there, but I love a good chat, obviously. So call either one of us, and we'd be happy to chat and talk you through it and let you know what it's really like. And we can tell you about the accommodations and wait till you see the mansion we're going to stay at this time. Anyway, and we've got tons of other retreats planned too. So I
Yeah.
can't wait. I'm excited.
We definitely have a massive upgrade in the luxury of where we're staying this time. Partially we had to do that just because, it's growing. And so there's going to be more people there. Don't worry, it's not growing so big. It will still feel very intimate. And I believe that we only have one private room left. And I think there's actually only 3 total beds left. So if this is something you're thinking about, like I said, because this is the 3rd one and people have started to realize how amazing they are, like, you don't want to wait to the last minute, because if you do, that seat won't be there for you.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, for as much as I'd love to, say, oh yeah, we'll just throw a blow up bed on the floor. I'm not going to create an experience that's not, just so. So we will have to close registration. We will have to. We will sell out. So anyway, I'm super excited. I can't wait to come see everybody and hang out again, and all the surprises that we're planning and whatnot. So it'll be really cool.
Yes.
All right.
You got anything else for our tribe of goddesses this morning?
That's it, folks. Happy Tuesday. Have a wonderful week. And I can't wait to see you again.
Yeah, we'll see you all here live next week, same time, same bat channel. And I want to wish everybody a magical day.
Bye.